Today's day 3 of my freedom fast, which may be the last day, or I'm going to go for at least part of tomorrow. I'm getting a massage at noon, so I'm going to still stay fasting until after that's over, and then probably eat. So it'll end up being almost 4 days because it's been over 72 hours now, 75, 76 hours or so, and I'm feeling good. I've been still drinking some fruit juice, a little bit of orange juice, a little bit of apple juice, nothing too much. And I feel really great. I feel vibrant in my body right now. I just meditated for probably over an hour and then read this spiritual book right here, The New Path. It's a really great book. This also just sent me into the state of upliftment as the author Swami Kriyananda brings up throughout this whole book. Just so many interesting contemplations and interpretations of, I don't know if interpretations is the right word, but kind of just explorations of Yogananda's teachings as a disciple of Yogananda. It's been really impactful to contemplate these things, just about what it means to be a good disciple, what it means to be a devotee of God and to put God first. And, also hearing the stories of people who were on the spiritual path and then fell off, and how sticky it can be with, you're going really well on the spiritual path and you're progressing at a good pace, and then some karma comes up, and now all of a sudden you're off the spiritual path because you let yourself get flown away by these desires. That's just how important it is to establish that daily meditation practice. Twice a day is even better. But just a daily practice, like, for anyone watching this who wants to grow spiritually, that's the first thing you should do. And that's the number one priority you should have on the spiritual path is, even if it's 10 minutes a day at first, start with 10 minutes, do that for a few weeks, then go to 15 minutes, then go to 20 minutes, work your way up to at least a solid 30 minutes of meditation per day. And if you can do that morning and night, even better. That's what's really going to get you. You see, all these spiritual books, all these inspirational talks that we hear, if we're spiritual seekers, right? Even the term spiritual seeker, I think might have been talked about in this book. Maybe it was somewhere else I heard it. But that when you say that you're a seeker, that implies that you're not already one with God. You're not already communing with God. Be someone who knows God. Just be someone who loves God. Don't be a seeker. Because as long as you identify with being a seeker, you're going to be seeking. You're not going to be there in the presence of God, which is what we want, right? In the presence of your higher self. If God isn't the word you'd use, we're all talking about the same thing. So, um, yeah, that's been very impactful. And another thing I did today was write a reflection essay on the last 5 months or so. You can check that out. I made a community post on YouTube. So you can check that out if you feel so inclined. And I also talked about what my plans are moving forward. And what else do I want to talk about here? Yeah, reading these couple chapters put me into a really spiritual state, especially being on this fast, and just feeling very expansive and invigorated for what's coming next in my life. I'm going to stay at a spiritual community for 3 months, or for at least a month, as I mentioned in that community post, and I know that's just going to be so expansive to, also reading about, Kriyananda talked about in one of the chapters I read, the importance of spiritual company and the importance of who you surround yourself with, because just by that magnetism alone, you yourself get drawn up and become elevated. And that was the blessing of, for example, the disciples who were with Yogananda while he was in the body. That magnetism, that presence alone just uplifted them supremely. And, even I still feel that blessing as well, just being a guru of that. Sorry, being a disciple of that great guru, of that great master. Slipped up a little bit on my words there. uh, yeah, being the disciple of that great master is the ultimate blessing, because if I attune myself to his presence in meditation, I'm just supremely uplifted and guided by that. And that's the importance also of attunement to the guru. When God sends you someone to, when God ordains a guru to liberate you, to show you exactly the way he's done it, this is a liberated being that's gonna guide you, whether he's in the body or not. Right? God is still here with us and all around us, in every person and everything that we see in your very body. God is everything. So one who is merged with God, one who's one with God, can then, even from higher realms of existence, guide his disciples on the spiritual path. So that's a blessing that I've had. And, you'll know when you find your path and your guru, if that's what's meant for you in this lifetime. If you don't have a guru, life is your guru. And you just learn all the lessons you can by being receptive and surrendering to the circumstances in your life, what God's trying to teach you through the people in your life, through the challenges, and through the opportunities that come towards you. I think that's about all I wanted to say here. I didn't even really have a plan for what I was going to speak about. I just let myself talk about whatever came up. I don't know if I mentioned this in the beginning of the video, but I'll probably break my fast in the middle of the day tomorrow. I'm going to be getting a massage at about like noon, so I'll stay fasted for that. And yeah, that's something I've been trying to work on this fast here, is just kind of sending energy to my shoulders and to my neck, and trying to get that healed, because I'm going to be doing some physical work in Michigan. So this will probably be the last video in this Freedom Fast series. So hope you enjoyed, and if you feel called to fast after watching these, give it a try for a day or 2 or 3. And Yogananda said that fasting 1 day per week, or fasting 3 days in a row once a month, is a great way to lessen the dependence of the body on food and oxygen and sunshine and things of the material world. Fasting is a great way to train yourself to do that, because truly we're all sustained by the vibration of God, by the Om vibration, by the Holy Ghost that is sustaining all of creation. But with all that being said, you don't even have to think about or worry about any of that if that all sounds confusing or just doesn't sound very practical. Just give fasting a try, and it's going to also benefit you, just even on the level of physical health and rejuvenation, allowing the body to cleanse out the toxins by not repeatedly putting more into your system when it's probably already overloaded and just needs that space once a week or 3 days out of a month to repair itself. So I've gone on rambling long enough here. I'll let you go and stay blessed. I'll see you soon.